Hello du Château, welcome on today's episode. We have a beautiful weather, what we call the weather of Vendée, the area we are in France, which is completely west coast. I don't know if I already told you about that. And so yes, this is the place where we live now, in the Chateau. We bought it about 8 months ago now. We've just started this YouTube channel. We launched it about a month and a half, I think, and we're so happy to share our everyday life in this YouTube channel. It's really something that we have a lot of pleasure making it, so I hope you'll enjoy it as much as we do. Anyway, in today's episode, we're going to talk about how do we heat such a huge place like that. And so the heating system is such a question I got asked really frequently. Basically, all the videos, people are sending me messages or asking me questions about how is the heating system and if we're not cold, since we live there with our son who just turned 1 few days ago. And so I'm going to tell you about everything. So how was the heating system before, what were the options for such a chateau, and what we have now, and why do we have this heating system. As some of you may not know, the Chateau burned in 2019, and a lot of reconstruction has been going on in the Chateau, and especially for the heating system. So before the burning in 2019, the Chateau were working with old oil board fire. I'm sorry, it's very difficult to say. So I'm just going to say it in French now. So chaudière à fioul. And so the tank was actually behind me, and we have the cables here. There we have. They're still here, and so they didn't take it off. So we need to take everything out and to clean everything because, there we go. And because so the tank was over there. The tank, they get rid of the tank. We don't know why, because it should have been something really hard to do. And so the tank, let me follow you. I'm gonna show you where it was. So now it's our storage stuff, if I can say so. Let me give me the phone so I can show you guys. So it looks like that. And so the tank was filling all of this big space coming through here. And so that was here a little walk. And so they were filling it from all over there. Here we go. And so the tank was there. So we have never seen the tank actually, because they get rid of it during the old renovation. And so that was the burning system. It was there, and then it will go through all over there where the chaudière was, and then it was burning, getting fire the water, and then the water would go into all the radiators. So it's not, they get rid of it for multiple reasons. First of all, it's really expensive to rent because the fuel is really expensive. The maintenance is really expensive too. It's prohibited now to have this kind of heating system because it's very not environmentally friendly. It's not ecological. It's not the best option to heat such a huge place. And they get rid of it. And the options of such a big buildings like this one are not really big. Electrical is definitely not an option because you will need like a small airport for electricity system to heat all of these. It's 600 square meters house, so it's like an entire building. So electrical was not an option. Gas is not an option either because we would need a huge tank as we don't have the pipes that comes through the city from the gas, and also it's really expensive to rent. Otherwise, we had geothermy, what we call geothermy, but in this specific place, as you know, we did all the septic system over there, and it's rock. And so if we wanted geothermy, you need to go really, really far away in the ground, and it will cost like €1 million. And so the architecture decided to choose the wood pellet chaudière, which is a good option for such a huge place like this one. And well, follow me, I'm going to show you how it looks like, and it's in the basement though. Hello, welcome to our place. Soon we will have a little room tour though, so you guys will understand everything. So that's also the place where the doggies get their food. Here we are in the heart of the chateau. Let me add some lights to everything. There we go. So here we are in the basement. Actually, like we did a lot of videos for the room tour, so you guys will know a little bit more. And the thing is, as you can see, it's really dirty. The reason is we got water coming from where we don't know where during our son's birthday last week. So we're working on that to understand why it happened and what we need to do. So that will be another video. So we are in the heart of the chateau, and this is the tank of our wood pellet, and you can see all the pellets. So this is what we use. There we go. This is what we use to fire, to heat the chateau. It's really tiny piece of wood. It's compact. And I think it's international, like it's not something only French people or Europe people use. And so this tank is made of inox, don't know if we can say it like that. And it can fit 4 tons of wood pellet, which is big and not too big. From what we can see, we thought like we would probably need twice filling the tank completely, so 8 tons. So it's good because you don't have like a storage that is too big and takes too many rooms inside the chateau, because that's definitely something that you need to think about when you want to heat such a big place like this one. Like the storage tank is huge. So you have the storage tank, and for us you also have the storage for all the big bags, because you have 2 options. It's either you have in your area a truck that can display all the wood pellet directly through here, or what happened with us, there is actually no truck. Like I know I've received tons of messages, people asking me why you're not bringing the truck that just plugs in and it flows directly through the tank, and you can reach like the top, the 4 tons directly. And the only reason, because we've called 12 companies and none of them have this specific truck, or we found some, but they were like costing you way more money, and because they want to deliver 25 tons per each travel. So we were like, well, no, because we don't know what we're gonna do with the 21 rest tons of wood pellet. Like, what do you want me to do? Like full the basement of wood pellet? That would be crazy. And so we bought these bags. And the thing is, it's so difficult to put all the wood pellet one by one in the tank. It's really a nightmare. And also you have like all this dust coming from, and all the time we forget to take the mask and everything. And it is really something like, you guys, if you do it, like it's always, you do what I do, not what I did. You do what I say, not what I do. And really take mask, because the dust is always coming, and I always feel like in my nose it's burning. And I don't know what they put inside of these, but it's really not good for the health. And also, it's really tiny, so you won't have a lot of lights. So you need to bring all the bags here, and then open these big, open this big door. So you have like this, you open it, and then you fill one by one every bag, and it's really, really difficult, and it's really painful, and also it's small, so we always do that by 2 or 3, like one person is giving you the bag and the other one is doing that, and that gap is really tiny, so it's really difficult. And so the other option is around here. So the truck is coming, and you just need to open these up. You open it, and then the truck got these huge pipes that go through. You press a button, and then it flows all the way in. So we're like, that's definitely easier, because over there with the door, you can't fill up the tank by 4 ton, because the door is like mid-size, so you can only put like the maximum we did is 1.7 ton, and the rest is like lost. So every time you need to go back and put more and more and more. And yeah, so that's really like, it is hard work, but the only reason is that in our area, I don't know if that's because there is not a lot of pellet woods, chaudière around, or if it's not something that people are used to. I know tons of people that have only like, you know, the tiny little fireplace with wood pellets. And like you put 1 bag and it's okay for like 2 weeks or more. Anyway, let me show you the big baby, like the big machine we have. It is really something huge. And I've worked in construction and in renovation, like I did a lot of stuff, and I've never seen something as big as this one. So the brand is Hargassner. It's made in Europe, in Austria, and it's like the Rolls Royce of the chaudière. The guarantee is 7 years. So this one, the Lambda Classic, is known because like there is what we call a vis sans fin that goes through the tank. You can see it over there, like this one. And so it turns every time, and so the wood pellet is coming from here, going directly through the chaudière. And so it is known for that because it's really easy to run in everyday's life, because you don't need to go by hand to say add more pellet, add more pellet. It's doing it by themselves, and so it's working completely fine. Like you don't need to come very often to check on anything. The maintenance, it's really easy. It's usually they recommend twice a year, so this is what we do. And the only thing you need to do, it's sometimes it gets on the you have like a lightning point, and you need to take off all the dust, the ashes that comes from this big one. And so this is the water. So it's hot, it's warm, it's warming the water over here of this big tank there, and this one too. All of these two can heat the entire chateau, 600 square meters of heating system, plus having warm water to shower, do the dishes, to clean the clothes and everything. That's like a good thing, and that we were really happy that we didn't need to take care by ourselves, because this is a huge cost in chateau's renovation and big houses renovation. Only this one with the tank, everything, the pipes and everything, costed around 150K to run like the entire property. Actually, like you can't run a property, you can't run a business without having a heating system, and especially in the chateau, even though like we have double glass, not on every windows, but like half of them are double glassed, and it is really cold. And this is not like something I'm telling you and you guys didn't know about. In every old places, you're cold. So now we've talked a lot about the big machine. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the radiators that we have in the chateau. The one that were here previously and the one that we installed. So here we are back inside, and as you can see, I took off my jacket because it is really warm here. And here is one of the cast iron radiators we got. I'm not sure that they were here before the burning. I think because they're all the same, so I feel like they've changed everything, and so they're really efficient. It is good warm when you're in a place like I don't really like the electrical heating because I feel like it's aggressive. and then the atmosphere, the air is really dry. For this one is really sweet, like warm, and it's a good hot. I'm not a big fan of the gray color though. We probably will in a few years repaint them and change also the gray color that is around the window to add a little bit more about our perspective, like our personality. From all the chateaus we've visited, this one is the whiter that we've seen, and I think like it needs a little bit more of what it was before. A little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow too. I love yellow mustard. I love brown. I love every color. So if you guys have some recommendation about the color we should have painted this Grand Salon, feel free to give us some comments, and I love reading also all your comments about the choices we're making and your recommendation of vlogging and everything. So yeah, please feel free to comment our video, and that helps us a lot. So these radiators are the ones that are on the first floor, second floor, and on the third floor we needed to buy them because they were not installed at all. I will give you a little video of how the third floor was before the renovation. Well, just when we bought the chateau, actually. I wanted really beautiful cast iron radiators. Like my dream was to have, you know, the one that have the little flowers, some gold details that are really big and everything. But the prices are not something that I could have for the moment. So we've decided to choose efficiency over beauty, which works perfectly fine. Like, I mean, the heating system on the third floor is perfect. We had people over and they all told us like they were not cold. The warm is really good. So everything works fine. It's just that the aesthetic is really not on point. Follow me so I can show you a little bit more about that. So here we are on the third floor of the chateau, and the radiator that we've installed. As I told you, they're not good looking. But the thing is, the price of only one really good looking radiator was more than €1,000. We need 6 of them. I'm giving you a little hint. Like this big one, like I wanted like a big one that goes a little bit further because we need to heat the entire living room. It was nearly €2,000 only for that one, and the smallest one were like around 900. Like, no, this is really not something like we were able to have. So the goal here is with La Petite Marie, my mom, to make something good looking on top, like to hide them, because during winter we won't need any heating, and so that will be okay. And then we will probably take them off for winter, for next winter. So this is one over there. You have one over here too, like in this room, and same here. Here I wanted one that was a little bit small, but that will be like huge, and that will kind of look like a little bench. When you renovate such a huge place like this one, you need to do compromises, because not everything will be as perfect as we want to. And I see sometimes mean comments that says, yeah, but you're doing that and that's not good looking. And I'm like, yep. And I agree with you. The thing is, when we are on a budget, like if we had like infinity expense, we would definitely not have this kind of radiators, but it's not the case, and it's money that we've earned. So I'm sorry, I don't have plenty of those. But if we had the money, we will definitely change that. I hope like in a few years that the chateau will earn enough money in order to fix all these small changes and to make it as perfect as it should. In bathrooms, we have this sèche-serviette. I don't know how you guys called it in English, I have no idea, I'm sorry. And they're really, really good looking, actually. And so we've chosen that color because I didn't want something chrome. I'm really into this kind of vibes for this third floor. And so I've bought these matching with the parois de douche and with the colonne de douche too. So you can see everything is the same color. This these over there, and also the tank and this touch right here. So it's all coming from the same brand, and everything is just fitting perfectly, and I love matching everything. So it was either we choose like the good looking radiators, or we could have like an entire bathroom that fits everything. And so we have 3 bathrooms here, and they're all the kind of same energy vibes with these beautiful looking radiators, sèche-serviette. and they're heating really good, but they're electrical. So it was completely impossible to have electrical radiators over here, because as I said, it is really expensive to run. Plus, it's not really good for the health and everything, especially in bedrooms, sleeping area. And that's the end for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. That helps us so much, and that means the world for us. And in the next episode, so next Sunday, we will give you a full room tour of this 3rd floor. So that's the reason why we haven't showed you too much, because next episode will be completely crazy. I will give you all the details of everything and show you the before and after of that 3rd floor. I hope you guys will enjoy it as much as we do by making all of these videos, especially for you. And thank you again for all the love and all the support I receive every day. Bye du Château.